Alright guys, jumping right back into league, status reels, pile wither, our win streak all on the line, and we are going against the Bhed Psyches. Luki Goers taking on the Kilika Beasts, and the Ronso Fangs taking on the Guado Glories. Let's see what we can do. So last game was tough. Last game I talked trash and then I almost got trashed. So let's or thrashed? I forget the actual not sure which one of those is correct, but one of those things happened, I guarantee it. But yeah, we've been doing okay. We've undefeated. It's decent. I feel like I'm gonna bring that up every single video. People are gonna be like, dude, I get it. It's episode 184. You're undefeated. I understand, but it's crazy. Like we've got to talk about it while we still can, because none of these journeys have actually been ones where we've remained undefeated. In every single journey, we've actually faced defeat, or at least a tied game. So no tied games, no defeats, all good feelings, all good times. There's nothing to really talk about that's negative for us in this particular journey, and we're trying to keep it that way. And we are trying to get as many techniques as we can, which can also kind of lead to lost games depending on how we go about that. Yeah, we have one player clearly free. Iskin open for the pass. Let's see if we can get him a goal here. I know we really need to focus on Larbite, but Iskin, he's just so easy to score with. And it's Durren. He's got 25 catch. Durren's an insane goalie for like 3 seconds, and then he becomes terrible. But at this point, he's insane. He's actually the goalie with the highest amount of catch, I think, in the league right now. I don't think Nimrok beats him right now for catch. I could be wrong on that, but I know Noe has like 20, 21. I think Nimrok has like 23 or 24, and then Durren with 25. But yeah, we get a tech out of that. We got nap pass. That's exciting, or a nap pass, I should say. There are several nap passes. Nettis can go for the pass here. See, this is actually the problem with the slow players, because it makes me like the Guado Glories. Like, I don't have to do a lot to catch Nettis. He's just kind of always hanging around. So we're going to pass the Dean here. See, this is difficult because I don't know if we have a really good opportunity to score, because, Durren. It's Durren. He's a very tough goalie, and Larbite inherently is not a very good player. So there's a lot of worry there that we just aren't equipped right now to deal with, what they're bringing. We'll see. This is just the first half, so it's not all bad. It's not all end of the world, like doom and gloom, like end of days. But I am a little bit worried about the trend we're setting with Larbite. We're not utilizing him, and I know it's all my fault, because I think I'm just not consciously making decisions that benefit him. I think I'm actively just like trying to go for the win, but the win doesn't always include just my players getting experience. If you guys, not to spoil it, but I recently uploaded, or I'm going to be recently uploading soon, a grind of about 250 games. And in one of those series, some of my players, it was ridiculous. On like a level 20 player and a level 60 player on the same team. And that wasn't like edited levels. It was just the amount of time I'd used that player versus the other one. Like I never used one player. They were level 20 and they were useless forever. So it is important to balance out those levels as best you can. Yeah, that's actually where I don't mind the Final Fantasy X-2 system with like level ups and training and stuff and like injuries. Like, I think that adds a little bit more depth to Blitzball, but I think the loss of like controlling the character overall kills it for me a bit. It's just a simulator, like, which isn't inherently bad. It's just not my thing. That's where it kind of all comes down to it. I wish they had like provided the option for playing both ways, but they had changed quite a bit about the game, so I don't know how that would have worked. Like, I guess that could have been interesting, because they set each other up for shots, all that stuff. Like, that's interesting, but Like, how do they and that's also, you gotta like code more for the game. Like, you gotta make an entire new mini game, and I don't know. I think Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball is really, really good. Like, if you for quick games, like, it's very, very quick to play because you can just simulate everything like 100%. You just, like, you know, like fast mode, and then you just, the games play themselves, and then you just kind of sit there and like you're more the manager than the actual player. I don't know. I feel like people who just despised Final Fantasy X Blitzball probably don't mind Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball. But I think it's just like just difference of like what you enjoy. I think we can all agree the Chocobo race is terrible, though. I think that's what we can all agree on. Like, it's not. I don't know, that or lightning dodges. At least the Chocobo race, like, it's probably more difficult, but at least it's like a race. Like, lightning dodges is just like tedious, you know. Like, there's not really like a. It really just tests your patience, right? Like, at the end of the day, like, that's all it really does, in my opinion. Like, I'm not, you know. Everyone has their own opinion, but I don't know if I've ever met anyone that's like, you know what my favorite thing to do in Final Fantasy is? Dodge lightning. Like, once I got that crest or the sigil or whatever, like, I kept on dodging lightning. Like, it's not a thing people do for fun. Whereas I would imagine the Chocobo race, like, you might do that for fun. I think it's kind of fun. Blitzball is kind of fun, but like dodging lightning, not fun. Like, I don't know, there's no. In terms of chores to do in games, it's probably one of the worst ones. Not difficult to achieve, just not fun. I don't know. I think it's interesting though as well because oh, we're gonna lose this game, aren't we? That's lame. Maybe not. I'm nervous. Maybe? Oh, thank you, Nizarut. Oh my gosh, sorry, I stopped what I was saying because I was so focused on that scenario. I was like, am I gonna lose? Like, I don't want to lose. But yeah, it just feels like a chore. It feels like something like if you just want to complete the game, you do it because you want to complete the game. Like, you're not doing it for fun. I don't know. It's kind of all like personal just opinions though at that point, you know. Like, there's not really. Some people might like it. Like, I personally, I'm not a fan. I don't really mind the Chocobo race though. Like, that one's not too bad. I've only done it like once or twice though, but I think I've gotten 0 a few times in those like once or twice. I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I know it wasn't like crazy. Like, it wasn't like I was like, oh, I did it first try, I'm so good. I think it like took some time, but it wasn't as infuriating as I know some people experience. I'm gonna do it again because I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy X. Because I'm doing the whole main series and then like a lot of the partial like side games or whatever. So I'm gonna be doing the completion again, and we'll see if I eat my words. I don't remember it being that bad, but maybe like I'm traumatized, and that was like me blocking out like the experience. Like, it was so awful. I was like, I'll never remember this in my life. Like, forget this game. We'll see. So, yeah, I think summary, Final Fantasy X has some rough mini games, but I enjoyed Blitzball. It's the summary of this video and the channel, I guess. Yeah, Warjo and Spinball. Nice. Whereby got a level up. That's always welcome. Deem leveled up. It got everything leveled up. My gosh, that's so good. Nuvi Ronso's contract with the Ronso Fangs has expired. Going to be staying for 12 games. Durren's contract expired. Staying for 33 games. We take out the Bhed Psyches 1-0. Kilika Beast and Goers tie. And the Guado Gories take it 1-0. Ronso Fangs got second? How? They're so bad. I mean, what are you going to do? The AI is silly. Hey, we got status reels. And pile with her. Who do we want? We want to teach her to forage, because we're mean. Anyways, that should be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.